Hello, everybody. This is Vern's talk show, and I have guests here today from our house on 16th Street to announce their doings, what they're going to have there. That's upcoming, and I hope they can fill you in. And your name, please.
I'm Pamela Pavic, the Community Director.
My name is Sam Lukomsky. I'm the Assistant Director for the Assisted Care.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you want to start out with?
Well, we'd like to just talk a little bit about each of our buildings. I am the Assisted Care. We're just down the road from Lincoln High School, and I am a 20-bed. We have a lot of activities that we do throughout the day with our residents. I'm actually proud to announce that we have a new life enrichment coordinator that's going to be working full-time hours with us, and lots of activities that are being planned. One of the special events that we're going to be doing is going to be on August 7th at 6 o'clock p.m. We are going to be having a motorcycle rally. We're kicking off the Sturgis kickoff for the 77th year. So we're going to just have people come in from throughout the community. We have some people that are coming from Milwaukee area, and they're going to be joining us, and hopefully we'll have someone that's going to be giving rides on a sidecar with some of our residents.
Oh, is this goes on every year? Or?
This is our first annual one, so we hope to continue to do that every year.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, and the people would be wondering too, if
Right.
you're going to do it every year, what?
Yep. That's the hope, and that's
the plan.
what we are planning on. So
Oh, yeah.
looking
Well,
forward to that.
That should be good.
Yeah, it's exciting. I am an avid Harley Davidson rider, so I think just incorporating that with my residents, they will have such joy just being able
sure.
to see all the bikes.
Well, yeah. Well, I imagine there'd be different kind of bikes there.
Yep, there's going to be, it's not just Harley Davidson.
Right.
Anyone that has a motorcycle that wants to join us, please feel free to come down, and we're going to have some refreshments throughout the evening with them.
Oh, sure.
So looking forward to it.
Have you got quite a few registered now to come, or?
I actually do. We actually have put out a invite out in the Facebook for people to come and
Oh, sure.
share that we have on there, and we have
sure.
quite a few that are attending. So
Well, that's good to hear. I mean,
Yeah.
and like with me, I in my younger days I had a Harley,
yes,
Oh, wow.
a big one, and gotta tell you, I really liked that machine, and I had to sell it on account of heart problems, and
yeah,
doctor said I couldn't ride it anymore, so I had to sell it.
yep. So, well, that's one of the reasons that we're doing is just because we have one of our residents who has it on her bucket list, that she wants to be able to get a ride on a motorcycle.
Oh.
So that's one of the things about our house that I can actually say that we will try to grant a wish that someone has.
Oh, sure.
We've done where we've taken a resident that wanted to go to Minocqua. She used to go for 30 years and wanted to experience that one more time. And so
sure.
she asked me, and I said, you know what? Let's go for a weekend. I can't do a week, but I can do a weekend. So her and I went for the weekend, and we had so much fun. Lots of pictures.
Oh, sure.
And we had happened to go by one of the Harley Davidson places, and she's like, that's on my list. So we're going to grant that. So,
Yeah, I imagine they got a lot of motorcycles in there that you can see, and I was gonna go down Milwaukee down there, but I never got down there yet.
okay.
That's a big cycle shop down there,
Yeah.
big Harley Davidson,
Yeah.
and I hated to let mine go, but I just couldn't keep it.
Yeah. But, being with our house, that's what we want to do, is to be able to fulfill the wishes and making those residents, because it's their home.
Oh, sure.
And we want to make them comfortable, and being comfortable by doing a wish or whatever activities that we can supply for them, we're there for that.
Well, they feel just like it's at home.
Yes, it is. Our environment is home.
It's home to them.
It is. And we
Really,
want to try to
really.
make their lives the best that we can while they're with us.
Well, sure. Because you don't know how long they're going to be. Either nobody does. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, and they need to have quality of life as well, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
they're living in an assisted living home. They still have to have quality of life.
Some of them, they probably don't agree to this one or this or that one, but I mean, if you put it out there, they'll come across,
And that's a choice they have.
yeah.
Everyone has the right of choice, and if they don't want to participate, we encourage it, but it's their choice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
For any activities that we do.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay, what else have you got on the books?
Well, we do, in September is Assisted Living Week, September 10th through the 16th. So
Okay.
that week, we will be having activities every day, like bigger events.
Oh,
So that's, the week that we celebrate assisted living homes and our
Oh, sure.
residents, our staff, their families. So we have a lot of events going on. The memory care on September 10th, it's a Sunday, we are doing our yearly carnival. So we
Oh,
have
sure.
games, raffle baskets, petting zoo, things like that.
Oh,
So, just having fun with them.
Oh, yeah. And I imagine they enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Same as anybody else would,
Yep, and we'd like to give back to the community also. And with Pam's Carnival that they're gonna be having, the monies that they raise they're gonna do it for the National
Alzheimer's
Walk.
Association walk,
yeah.
so.
So what monies they collect will go as a
Oh, yeah.
donation.
Now, this ain't only for the one home, this is for the other home too, right? At the
Correct.
loft?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, our memory care. We have two homes. The assisted care is on 16th, and then Pam's home is the memory care,
Oh,
and it's on 12th Street.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't live too far from there.
Okay,
It's about half a block.
okay.
Not even that.
So,
Oh, yeah. Okay, is there anything else that you want to add to this?
well,
Our properties are very home-like. Like Tammy said before, we want to make it a home-like environment for them. And we are the small home-like communities for our residents. Our buildings aren't so large. And there's more of a personal touch, I think, when it's in a smaller environment. We get to know the residents, their families,
sure.
and really, individualized care for the people who live with us,
Oh,
which
sure.
is really nice.
and I think one of the unique things about both our houses is that Pam and I have been long-term staff with our house senior living. I celebrated my 16th anniversary in June.
Oh.
And so in the end of August, we're gonna have a big celebration for my 16 years. I just want people to be able to come in and meet me, and Pam has been with,
It's been about 11 years, so
Oh.
long time.
so,
At the same place there?
No, I bounced around through different
Oh, you bounced
locations,
around.
but
yeah, but I've actually been in the same building for 16 years, so that's unique about us. Being
yeah.
in the healthcare, that's rare to have.
Oh, sure.
I also have some long-term staff in my building,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is awesome. So I think we have great team members. They're very caring and are there for the residents and the family.
Mm-hmm.
What we want to show is that the loved ones can be the spouse, the daughter, the son, and let us take care of their loved one.
Oh, sure.
we do the hard work.
Yep.
You do a lot. I guess that's what you're hired for, right?
Yes.
I don't like to say that.
Well, you have to be the right person to want to do this job.
Yes.
You really have to care
Oh, sure.
and have compassion for people.
Oh, sure, yeah. How many rooms have you got over there in all?
My house, the assisted care, we have 20 beds,
Oh, you got 20.
20 rooms.
And then in the other one, you got
Memory care has 19.
19.
And Pam does have availability for a suite.
Oh,
So she could actually take 20, but that suite is a double occupancy.
oh, I see.
And then-
Husband, wife.
Yeah, I was just going to say husband, wife, yeah.
And I also have the opportunity to have a suite available. Right currently now, I do have a suite available. It's just 2 rooms that are adjoined, and then they have a door in between the 2 rooms.
Oh,
So it
I
can be a husband and wife, or it could be best friends that
sure.
want to continue to stay next to each other. We've done that, so.
But if it works out all right, I mean,
It does. It seems, we had a couple of couples that have been in the rooms. They actually used one room as their bedroom and the other room was their sitting room.
Oh, sure.
And this couple that we had, they were married 66 years.
Oh, boy.
But on their 65th anniversary, they actually moved over to Pam's. We transferred them over to Pam's house at Memory Care, and Pam and her team did a wonderful anniversary party for them.
Oh, that's
So
good.
it was-
That's nice.
It was wonderful.
That's nice. Then you feel more like at home.
Exactly, and that's, like we said, it's a home-like environment because it is their home.
And they become part of our families, or we become part of their families.
Well, it's one big family is what it is.
It is.
I mean, everybody might as well say they're related to each other.
Pretty much.
Not, I mean, not really, but I mean, with friendship and everything, it adds up to it that they're kind of related or whatever. I
Yep,
mean,
we
you know.
call it the Our House family.
Yes.
You know, they become part of our families.
Well, that's what you want to hear too. I mean, you know, because if they're going to be kind of left out of that, it's going to be a lot harder, I would think. And I've been in a lot of these homes, you know, like playing music and that. And I tell you what, some of them are good and some of them, they're not that good, you know. And I don't say anything. It's none of my business.
Right.
They run it the way they want to run it, that's fine.
Yep. And what I like to see is if families have concerns, they can come. We have an open door policy
Sure.
for families to come in and talk to us. Hey, something's not going well. Well, we're going to fix that problem. We're
Sure.
going to work with the family and to make sure that the residents are happy and comfortable
Oh, yeah.
in their own home.
Oh, sure.
So,
Well, like I said before, it's home to them, and I guess that's the only home they're gonna have the rest of their days. I mean, you know, it's,
Yeah, and we work with hospice, so they can stay towards end of life, because making those transitions for them is difficult, so we don't want to have to move them again.
Oh, yeah.
So if they do qualify for hospice, they can stay in-house,
oh, yeah.
you know,
sure.
towards end of life.
Do you have nurses around the clock, or?
We don't. We have a nurse who's here with us once weekly. She is on call if we do have concerns.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and we're in contact with doctors daily. So they're a fax away or a phone call, and like Pam said, our nurse is always available for us to make that phone call, and she can give us suggestions.
Oh, okay.
So, but we also have where they can come in with physical therapy. They can have physical therapy, occupational therapy. The family decides or the resident decides which home health service that they'd like to go through.
Oh, sure.
And they can come in home. We also provide a podiatrist, comes every 61 days. Medicare will usually cover that for those residents. And we have lots of it, continuing education for different hospices
Oh,
that'll come
sure.
in and, you know, train our staff with different, like say we have a behavioral issue and we can have hospice come in and they can help us with
Oh,
training
sure.
the staff with different topics that they can help with. So,
Well, that's good to know, you know. People would like to know that, you know.
right.
And is there anything else that you can add on to this, or?
Nope, I think pretty much covered that part.
Okay, you got another part?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, I want to bring up, you have entertainment for these people?
We do.
Like playing cards or?
We do
bingo?
have an activity program focusing on the needs and the wants of the residents. So we do have musical entertainment, crafts, trying to think of what else we have.
Well, the third Wednesday of the month, I have a community bingo where we invite the community to come in and play bingo with our residents.
Oh,
So if anybody is interested, third Wednesday of the month at 2 p.m., please come in and play bingo with our residents.
oh,
Some other things that we do, we have pet therapy that comes in. Over at the assisted living side, we have the pet therapy is coming twice a month. So that kind of gives the residents, they don't bring their dog or, are not able to bring them. So then a dog comes in and they just get to have that special time
Oh,
with
yeah.
that dog. So.
the residents don't have no dogs, do they?
Well, actually, we can have pets in our homes.
Oh,
We currently don't, but Pam's got a cute story that she can share with you about her house.
We do have a pet policy, so if they're able to care for their pet, that they can
Oh, sure,
come with
sure.
their small dog or cat. We do have a lady right now who does have a dog. He doesn't live there all the time, but he comes to visit. But we do have a house cat. The residents, they really need that companionship of a pet.
Oh, sure.
And also the memories really engage them. So we did get a house cat, and her name is Jenny, and the residents absolutely adore her. She's getting a little chubby because they're feeding her lots of
Oh,
cat
I-
treats,
I suppose.
but she's brought in a lot of happiness to our residents.
Well,
So
that's good. That's what they want. I mean,
Exactly.
you gotta give them happiness, and then they know they're welcome there,
yes.
and I do bet that's a good thing.
Yeah, and the wonderful part about that story was they actually adopted that little kitten from, I
The
shouldn't say
Humane
kitten,
Society.
but from the Humane Society. So that's
Oh.
special.
Oh,
So,
oh,
you know,
sure.
still
Oh,
getting,
yeah.
giving back to the community,
Yeah,
you know, so,
yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an interesting story.
thank you.
I bet it is, yep. Now, is there any other entertainment, like bingo? We got bingo there?
We got the bingo. We do also provide, there's a beautician that comes into our buildings once a week for the residents to do their hair. But the resident also has the option of having one of their loved ones or their old beautician to come in and do their hair also. So
In other words, they can bring their own in?
they can bring their own in, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
We do outings. We try to get them out in the community at least once a month. One of their favorites is going out to eat. So they'll, as a group, they'll decide where they want to go, and then
sure.
we'll take them out to lunch. And they really seem to enjoy that. I know Tammy has some upcoming outings.
Yep,
You
we
want to
got-
talk about that?
Sure, we have some outings. We're going to be going to the library, the country, is it the Cowboy Union Jam?
Oh, yeah.
At the library.
Yeah,
We're going to be
right.
taking the residents to that.
Well, that's good.
The library does movies every, I think it's Mondays.
Oh, sure.
So we're going to take the residents to the movies, you know, and
Oh, yeah.
we're just, my plan is to have an outing every week.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get them out there and have some fun.
Oh, sure.
So, and like Pam said, the going out to lunch is fun. We celebrate the residents' birthday. We invite the families in and they can have, we're gonna actually do, the residents gonna decide what their favorite meal is, and we're gonna have them have their favorite meal
Oh,
for
sure.
lunch, so. And we celebrate with cake and ice cream, and we get them a little gift, so it's fun. They really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if I miss someone's birthday, I am gonna be told.
Imagine
So I
you
love
would-
that, so,
Imagine you would be.
yeah.
Well, you don't do it intentionally
No,
either.
not
I mean,
intentional,
you know,
but
it's-
there's, you know, sometimes there's an oversight, but we will celebrate it with them, and we can do the last minute thing, we can do it for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody too, you know, with their anniversaries or birthdays or stuff too, you know.
At times, but we hit, now that I have my full-time life enrichment, she's gonna be able on top of all that stuff, so
Oh.
that's
well,
gonna
that
be
makes it-
exciting.
Makes
Yeah.
it easier then.
Yep,
That way there you don't forget everybody. you know.
you're right.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I've been in a lot of assisted livings around here, Point, Plover. I've been around them all, and they seem to be real good to the people. I mean, when the crowd comes out there, some of the workers that sit out there with them, you know, 'cause some they get a little unruly, probably, you know. You might think they are, but maybe they're not. But I mean, I don't pay too much attention to that because I'm there to perform. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make them happy, whatever. And if they want to come up to me, and if they know a song, hey, they can sing a song if they want through the mic, whatever they want.
Mm-hmm. And that's nice.
And that's the way I did it all my life. 52, 53 years of music.
And music is
And-
very good for them. You know,
yes, it is.
And especially in the memory care house, you know, they lose their short-term memory, but you know
Oh,
what?
sure.
You play a song
That's
and
way back.
they remember, you know,
You know
and they
what-
start singing, and it could be someone that can no longer really have a conversation with you,
Right.
but as soon as they hear that song,
Yeah.
they know every single word of that song.
I know
So,
what song that is too.
yep.
You Are My Sunshine.
Yes.
You are my
You are right.
sunshine.
That's
We
right.
sing that. You'll catch me out in my area when I'm out in the common area with the
yeah.
residents. I'll start singing a song, but "You Are My Sunshine" is the first one I usually pick.
Yep, that's
So,
so.
but-
See, that's way back. Who knows when? I mean,
Yeah.
when I started music out, say 50-some years ago, that was out before that. Way
Yeah,
before
way
that.
before that. Yeah,
And I figured that maybe that's close to 80 to 100 years old.
it's got to be because
It's gotta
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
Because I know I grew up with it. I mean, you know, and when I played the band, even, you know, the instruments and everything, but we played "You Are My Sunshine."
But everyone knows it.
Everybody, yeah,
Yeah.
everybody knows that song. You know, it just, I don't know, it just in their mind, it just
It
clicks,
is,
you know.
and then we continue it, like with my grandchildren. I start singing "You Are My Sunshine" with
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and they're gonna pass it on, because that's just, it's so bright. It really
Yeah.
brightens you up when you start singing that. I get goofy, as Pam. I love to be out there with the residents and just to make it fun.
Oh, sure.
And like I said, just hearing music alone can bring back memories.
Oh, sure.
You know, so.
Well, that's nice to hear, you know. And I don't know if I told you this or not, but see, well, I got accordion and concertina, but I don't play that much anymore because on account of my arms, I can't.
Yeah.
I can play maybe a few tunes and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very sad to me. You know, I've been playing all these years.
Just
And
to
you
have
have
that.
to lose that ability.
And now I gotta leave it go. I mean, you know, it isn't very comforting at all. I mean, you know, if a person don't know unless you gotta go through it, you know. And I went through music bands since, oh, jeepers creepers, I don't know, since 1920. Oh, no, not 1920, what's the matter with me? No,
I have a room for you, Vern.
not yet, you have. You never know, though, you know.
You never know. Yep. And that's the thing.
Well, I've been in business for 54 years. You know, that takes me way back.
Yeah, it does.
1940s.
A long time.
But you're still doing it with your DJing too, so.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've actually got you booked for a couple of times with us, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the residents will love
The
that.
residents love the polka.
See, when I first started, I started out with my band, 3 and 4 piece band I had. Accordion, accordion, tuba, and drums. Well, we went a long ways on that. I mean, just by 3 piece. And then I hired a trumpet player. Well, I don't know, it just didn't seem like he worked in with it, or that I thought, you know. So I had him for a little while, and then I told him, I said, I think I'll just have to let you go, because we haven't getting the people in here like we really should. Because I know when the 3 of us who played, we just packed the place. And I mean packed them in there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Music can bring out the best in everyone. It can be just by singing or doing a little jig with it, you know?
Oh yeah.
So.
I know there's a different kind of music out there. There's rock and roll out there, and there's good country western music. I mean, it's all right. I mean, you know, I ain't got nothing against it.
Right.
But I just chose to take old time.
Yeah.
You know, in my days, that's what was the
That was
most.
popular.
That
Yeah.
was popular, and I got me the accordion, and I started with that, and then finally, Al Wider, he wanted me to play concertina, so I played that. Of course, that's a little bit harder to play than
Yeah.
the
But
accordion.
once you learn, you never forget, do you?
No, you don't, but I've noticed already that I haven't played it for a while. I have to kind of brush up at the music
Right,
again.
right.
I mean, you know, you
You
kind
lose
of
the knack, kind
Yeah.
of.
kind of lose it a little bit. I
Little
mean,
bit, yeah.
you know how the song goes, polkas, waltzes, whatever. But you got to get them up to date again,
Right.
so they sound decent.
Right. Well, I had my grandfather used to play the piano, but he did it by ear.
Oh yeah.
So I was hoping that I would have gotten that, but I didn't get it. So not a piano player, not anything like that, but just music alone is soothing and comfortable and
Oh sure.
fun.
Yeah. Well, see, like, but what I liked in my band was accordion or concertina, drums, bass, horn. That was my goal.
Yeah.
And I had them 3.
Yeah, and you used to come in to the art houses a few years back when you did have your 3-piece band. You guys would come in and play, and the residents just loved it, you know, and they miss that. So when I heard that you were doing the DJ part, I'm like, okay, let's get Vern in here, because they want the polka. So that's our goal.
Most of them do like old time music,
Yes.
polkas, waltzes, schottisches, landers, and that. And I know when we went out to play, we played all that stuff. I mean, you know.
Back in the day,
and
right?
Back in the day, I tell you, sometimes I sit home, I kind of draw tears I mean, because we played so many places, I mean, you know, and you think all them places you played, and oh my gosh, why can't it be that way now?
Right.
Times have changed.
Tell me about it. Boy, it has changed pretty good. When one year I was, say, 40, 50 years old, now I'm 80.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you say times have changed, we're seeing residents are using computers and laptops,
Oh.
and they have that available in our homes.
Oh, sure.
To be able to have that opportunity.
Yeah,
So
technology is
that-
growing with
it is
the
growing.
aging population.
Yes.
Leaps and bounds, it's
Yeah.
growing. Oh, yeah.
I have one of my little ladies that's actually showing me some things that I don't know.
Oh,
So
yeah?
it's kind of neat to have
Sure,
that, so.
yeah. Well, I didn't get anything on there, programmed or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice to have. Okay, is there anything else that you're want to bring towards the people there at our house?
Well, like Pam said, National Assisted Living Week, we will be putting out flyers out in the community for some of the things that we have going on. My house, we're going to be doing Crazy Hat Day and bingo, because, you know, every senior likes to play bingo.
Oh.
So they're excited about that. We're going to do it into the summer picnic with our residents and families. We're going to have, you know, some referral sources come in and just join us in some of the activities. We're going to have an ice cream sundae bar during the week. I don't have the specific dates on me, but
Oh, sure.
we'll be sharing those out in the community when we do have that time. Also, Pam and I are doing a lot of community volunteering.
Sure.
So I'm going to be working at the community picnic that we're having here on August 2nd. I'm going to be one of the greeters, and one of Pam's girls is going to be there also with us, so I'm excited, looking forward to that. I'd love to give back to the community.
Oh, sure.
Because they give us and we give back, so
Oh, sure.
that's our, you know, giving
Like
back.
to say, one hand washes the other hand, right?
Yep,
And we're really
exactly.
fortunate for being with Our House that they give us the time
Oh,
to
sure.
go and volunteer our time, because, you know, it's all about community,
Oh, sure.
and especially for our seniors that we're caring for, it's us giving back
Oh, sure.
to the local community.
Yep, and one of the things that Pam and I do, we are actually go to 10th Avenue Apartments. We just started this month. Their lunch site was closed, so came up with the idea, how about if we do lunch once a month with them and play bingo? So the members at the 10th Avenue Apartments, they bring a dish to pass, and Pam and I pick up the meat, and then we play bingo afterwards. So that's once a month, but it's something for them.
That's on this side of the river?
Yes, 10th Avenue Apartments. So, and then we do throughout the other lunch sites, we do bingo with them. We also,
Where is this,
the what?
this place?
We go to we go to the Lowell Senior Center.
Okay.
We sponsor bingo there, but we go through the Huntington lunch site, we go through the Nakusa lunch site. We're expanding out towards the Adams area, different lunch sites,
Oh, sure.
just to, you know, play bingo, sponsor that bingo for the day.
Well, the bingo seems like it's the best game there is, I guess, for the community or for the assisted livings, you know, because when they was out, I suppose they played bingo, you know.
It's popular.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's just getting everybody together. That's the whole idea, is to have.
Socialization.
Exactly, to have that socialization, and just to have somebody that you can talk with,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and it's fun. I enjoy my job because, like Pam said, they give us the opportunity to be out in the community, and
sure.
we still do our work, but we're having fun at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's about the only way to go. You know,
it is. You know, gotta have fun,
sure.
but still do a business.
Yeah. You betcha. Well, good, clean fun don't hurt nobody.
Not at all.
Not at all. I mean, it's just there, you know. And like with me, I am full of fun now, let me tell you. I can keep up with the best of them.
All right, that's what we want to hear, right?
I can keep up with the best of them. You ask the better after.
Yes. He's
Boy.
fun, isn't he? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So-
It's never a dull moment hardly at all, you know, it's just,
No,
Dave-
you got to make your life what you want it to be, and life's too short not to have fun and laugh and smile.
well, I tell you, ever since, say 21, 22, 23 years old, you know, I got my first car at that time and I had a good time with it. And then after that, I got motorcycle, you know, and on very cheap wages. Wages wasn't really good.
Right.
Only 80 cents an hour. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you don't buy too much. I'll
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
And I think I come a long ways,
Yeah.
very long ways.
I have too. I just being able to,
If
you know.
if you want to make yourself out of something, you'll go ahead and do it.
Correct.
That's my way to do it. I know my dad when he was home. I tell you, he was a good guy. He steered you to the right places, you know, and he had a lawnmower shop and got me in there to work on lawnmowers. Well, then after we lost him, well, then I took it over for a while. And say one hand washes the other. I mean, you know.
Oh, but the old saying is, you choose your attitude.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can make it to be a bad day, or you can make it to be a fun day.
Oh, yeah.
And we choose to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, if I wake up in the morning and I'm just, you got to thank God that you woke up that morning.
Oh, sure.
You're breathing.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
So-
Yeah, you have to be pretty happy about that.
Yep. Yep. So-
'Cause, yeah, you don't know when you go to bed if you're going to wake up or not.
Exactly.
You never know, you know, and I know that a lot of people don't wake up. And that's no fun.
No.
Right.
And our residents make our days.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you do respite care?
We do. Thank you for bringing that up. We do respite care. Our respite care goes up to 28 days. And we charge $120 plus the care points, care level. So we have had someone who came in for just a week. We've had 2 weeks. And we've had somebody that actually stayed the full 28 days and ended up turning into a long-term care. So,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that turned out all right.
yeah.
And respite's really nice for when families need a break if they're caring for their loved ones. You know, if they go on vacation, or if they just need a break, they can bring their loved one to stay with us for a short time,
Oh, I
so
see.
they can have a break, which is kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
And respite works if we have the room available. If we don't, then and if say Pam would have a available room, then we would, you know, say, hey, we have the memory care that does have that option right now.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah, it's nice to have that respite, because they get to just, the loved one can now go, okay, I'm not gonna worry.
Okay.
I can go in and have a little bit of rest for myself, and it also gives that respite resident the knowledge of getting to know other people
Oh, sure.
other than just their caregiver at that time.
Yeah.
So,
I suppose you have a lot of good people come in and visit.
we do.
I mean, you know, they don't want to stir up anything or like that with the people that's in there.
Yeah, we do. We have some volunteers that come in, visit with the residents, do Bible study, things like that. But we always are looking for volunteers to come in and spend time with our residents. You know, it helps us, you know, do our job a little bit easier if we have volunteers that can come in and do things with them.
Oh, yeah, and another thing I'm going to ask is they come in there and they know each other pretty well, or that can they check them out or take them for
Yep.
a ride or whatever?
They can, if the person is their own decision maker, the resident, if they're their own person, then yes, they can do whatever, it's their choice. If they have an activated power of attorney, then obviously the activated power of attorney has to give the okay that mom can go for a ride with so-and-so, so.
That's that as a friend or?
Yep, they can come and go. They just have to sign
okay.
out when they leave. You know, it's basically their home. So
Oh, yeah.
if family members want to come pick them up, they can go out for the day. They can go out overnights.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's pretty much just like home.
I've had residents that have gone for a couple of weeks with their family on vacation. So, I mean, it's their home,
Oh, yeah.
so.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know, to get out of town or that, you know, or out someplace where you used to live or
No.
went and visit or whatever, you know.
And there's times where we've gone, you know, I've taken a resident, you know, we were sitting there talking one day and she's like, I miss where I used to live. I just wish I could see what it looked like. So
Yeah.
guess what we did? We got in my car and we went for a ride, and actually we took several of the residents in my car and we went to 4 different homes. So they could see their homes, and that's all they needed. And it was just, they wanted to look back, and they got that opportunity. And it was fun because we were out in the country and got to see a lot of beautiful
Oh, sure.
country area. It's just beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. I come from the Vesper area.
yep, we were in the Vesper area because I took one of the residents out there.
And boy, I tell you, I wouldn't mind living out there. I mean, you know, because we lived in that house across the creek.
Okay,
That's where we used to live.
okay.
And this is many, many, many years ago.
hmm
And I was born right in that house.
Are you talking like over the bridge?
Well, when you go where the round barn was,
The round barn.
yeah, there was a round barn on the farm. And then keep on going straight towards Vesper. Then there's a creek.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah. Well, this house on the other side of the creek going that way.
Okay,
That's the house I was born in.
wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I never forget that house, I'll tell you that. Every time we go by there.
It's in your long-term memory.
Oh, God, yes, longer than that, I tell you, oh, man. I tell you, you know, these trips, you know, I'm gonna be 82 next Saturday.
Wow.
And boy, I tell
Happy
you-
birthday.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. And I feel pretty good, you know, I don't feel too bad. The way I solve now, I got this allergies.
That's in the air right now.
And last year it didn't hit me, but this year, boy, it really banged me good.
Yeah.
Boy, I was down for 2-3 days. Boy, I could hardly talk. And now it's coming back, you know. And I said, well, I'm going to do the show today.
That's right.
Do or die, I'm going to do the show. I mean, when I got something said, I go ahead and do it.
And that's what, yeah, when we set our mind to doing something, we want to accomplish that goal.
Yep.
And I think waking up every day, we have to have that one goal that we want to accomplish
sure.
just for the day.
Yeah.
You know, Pam has taught me well on learning some of those goals that I need to set for myself, and I'm doing it, you know, so.
Yeah, well, it's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel pretty nice and proud?
I do.
Yep.
You betcha. You know, I wish a lot more people would think this way. I mean, you know, it'd be a different world, but
Yeah.
I
Just-
could tell you some stuff that goes on. I tell you, I don't want to even repeat it.
Yeah. Well, we just have to, you know, do our individual goals and just set it for the day, and
Yeah, take
And
day by day.
days, one
you
day at a
know,
time. That's all we can
One day at
do.
a time, that's what they say.
yep,
I think there's a song out for that.
it is.
Yeah.
One day
One day at a time,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep, that's another song we sing in my building too.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of good tunes out, songs out, you know. And I know when I played in my band, I had a lot of songs, sheet music. This is I'm talking about, you know, notes and that. That's what I played is the by notes,
hmm
the accordion and the concertina, both of them.
Yeah. So.
I had a lot of ripping good times. God, I think of that, and pretty soon the tears come down.
Aw.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think of them.
'Cause you think of the good old days,
Nice
yeah.
people, you know, and a lot of them, they're all gone already.
hmm
They left us.
I got another question for you.
Sure.
Does all your workers able to dispense the medicine, or just certain ones that are trained to do that?
All of our staff are trained to pass medications, but we do have one specified med passer each shift every day. But typically we send all of our team members through med class.
Yeah, there is 4 state required classes that they have to attend. There's standard precaution, the medication training, fire safety and choking, and first aid. So yeah, and then we do 15 continuing education. Every month we have team meetings, and we do a training with whatever we have to do for that month. So that's a state required that we do 15 a year. So.
Do you want to give out your phone numbers in case people want to call you?
Sure. Well, our house assisted care is 715-421-3060. You can also call me on my cell phone. It's 715-451-0243.
The memory care location, phone number is 715-423-1700, and my cell is 715-451-0631.
Got that memorized.
Sure do.
That's why you do it so often, you know.
Yeah.
We do.
So,
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know how much time we got.
You got 40 minutes right now.
How many minutes?
40?
40? Holy gosh.
that went fast.
It did.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we go till what, 11:30?
Well, you could.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
You want to go till 11:30 or
No, I think we're good.
we want to give it up to you?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just close it out at 1:15 then. And glad to have you today.
Yes.
Thank you, Vern. It was
Vern.
nice.
Really nice
Thank
to
you.
have you.
Maybe
Have
a
us.
couple months or a couple of months, maybe we'll have you back.
That'd be wonderful.
Because we usually have people back
Okay.
in case that there's something new that you want to talk about.
Wonderful.
That sounds like a
That
plan.
something comes up or that, you know, that you didn't put it on this program, that you can
We can do it later.
put it on,
Okay.
do it later and that. And I'll keep in touch with you.
Yes. And like I said, I invite everyone in the community to come out for our first annual I was going to say Milwaukee, I'm sorry. Our first annual motorcycle rally. So it's going to be August 7th at 6 p.m.
Mm.
So, and I'd like to invite you to come and tape it if you'd like, so that the community can actually see all these beautiful bikes that we're going to have and
You
some
know,
of these members.
You know,
That'll be there.
I might just do that.
Okay.
If I feel good enough, I might just
Yeah,
do that.
that'd be fun.
See, I got my own stuff and everything, you
Yeah.
know, it's all mine.
I'll even give you a ride on my motorcycle, Vern.
Oh, boy.
I'll take the picture.
There you go.
I don't know about this one.
Actually, my bike I only have one seater now.
Oh,
I
you
actually
do?
took my seat off and, so, looks really pretty. I have a
Oh,
beautiful
sure.
bike, so.
Oh, yeah.
so.
Yeah, I put good many miles on our.
Me too. Yep,
Oh,
it's,
boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
it's fun. It's
But
my
that's
wind
all-
therapy.
Yep.
All the stress
You-
just
you can-
flies off as you go.
You can tell it's therapy. I mean, you know.
It is.
When you get your seat on there, you know.
You're done,
and
you're
go,
just-
boy,
you
I
go.
tell you go.
Yep, after a long day of work, I get on my bike and go for maybe, even if it's just a half hour,
Oh,
I'm
sure.
happy when I'm done.
Yep.
So, well, thank you again, Vern. We really
Well,
appreciate
thanks
it.
for both of
Thank
you
you.
to come and that.